All right, man. I want to talk about this ruling. This new ruling set a new precedent in California Supreme Court that reduces restitution fees to a rate that's affordable for the defendant. And this is a Eighth Amendment issue against cruel, unusual punishment and extreme fines. And let's let the people first, before I read the article, let everybody know what restitution is like. I don't know if you guys ever got hit with restitution when you guys went to prison, but go ahead, break down what the restitution is.
The restitution is a lot of times the judge, the court, they give you fees. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes from the victim, from things you did to the victim, from just going to court. So they charge us for put us in jail, you know, type stuff.
Yeah.
And they take 55% of our money. So what it is, like if you take it, if you send $100, he only get $45 of that 100. Straight up. So that's what it is. They say take 50, then it's 5%, like the jail fee type stuff. So they will take 50 for the courts, and then the jail got their own $5 fee. You know what I'm saying? So they take your money, and then they hit you a lot of restitution. A lot of times they hit you a lot of restitution, bro.
So it take a minute to pay it off, get it down.
Man.
So if ODM, it depend, and he owe restitution, and I'm independent, I don't got no family support, he get a package or something sent in my name.
Right.
Some money sent in my name, because I ain't got no restitution.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
that's how you hustle, though.
He probably look out for me and just,
right.
And just, you know what I'm saying? So he don't get hit with the restitution.
And that's the way to try to get around it.
Right.
Yeah, but that's hustling, though. That's hustling, though,
yeah.
For real. Because I know people that survived off that. You know what I'm saying? Just not having restitution. You know what I'm saying? At first, I didn't, mine was, I think, was like 7 bands or something. But
7 bands?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay it. I'm not gonna pay the restitution, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened. But then I came to jail with this money. So I came to jail. So when I went to the pen, they already smacked me. They smacked me so I go to the pen. Smacked. I'm like, dang, this is my county jail money, this and that. Nah, you got restitution, this deal. Bam. So I'm like, all right, cool. So for like first, I think 5 months, 6 months, I was like packaging people's names and getting all that. And I'm like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna do it. Boom, I just paid it off. So I got 7 years, I'm gonna pay it off. Start playing.
So you paid it off before you got released?
Yeah, I paid it off like at the third, like 2 years in. Yeah.
Hey, that's how they did me, bro, because I came from the county jail. When they transferred me to the penitentiary, all the money on my books from the county was gone.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's shady. They robbed me.
They snatch it or everything. Snatch it. I'm like, man, that's cold.
All right, let me read a couple paragraphs of this this new ruling, which is crazy. This ruling is a result of a Mexican Mafia case where they challenged the restitution that they got hit with. And I guess because when you go into the penitentiary, you want all your money, right?
For sure.
And they're like, damn, they hit me up with extreme fees. So this article is called Reputed Mexican Mafia Shot Caller Wins California Supreme Court Fight Over Fines and Fees. California Civil Liberties Groups cheered a decision by the California Supreme Court that wipes out hundreds of dollars in fines for a reputed Mexican Mafia member, and it says strengthens protections for indigent defendants in other cases.
Right.
This holding is a meaningful step towards the justice system that does not punish people for poverty, said Catherine Eidman of the Public Counsel, whose landmark 2019 victory set the stage for this 2025 decision. The ruling irons out recent judicial efforts to protect California convicts from what Associate Justice Goodwin Liu called cascading consequences of administrative debt. While a defendant's poverty does not make him any less subject to the punishment for violating the law, our justice system must not punish a defendant more harshly simply because he's poor. And that's pretty much what this is about. The word indigent comes up a lot in cases.
Yeah.
You know, if you claim you're indigent, then you can get your free experts.
No, that's so even in jail. So it's you got indigent kits. So it's so people that don't get the money in their books, it's a package they give you. You know what I'm saying? Only person you get the envelopes, paper, all that type of stuff. Write your family stamps, all that type of shit. Yeah.
Indigent kit, but they charge you for it. So whenever you get some money on your books, it come off
$2 or something like that.
Yeah, whatever it costs, but. I learned the word indigent going to jail.
Real talk.
I'm like, what is an indigent?
Real talk. Real talk.
But cruel and unusual punishment, you know what I've been waiting on as far as that? A class action suit with them juke balls, bro. Because you're not supposed to punish nobody with food.
For sure.
Like,
hey, once you started?
I might, cause I'm motivated to do that, bro. Cause I did a lot of whole time, and
No, for sure.
you're not supposed to punish people with food, bro.
That is crazy.
That shit is horrible.
Yeah, it's like they put all that in one. That's just it's so.
Well, this case came out of a result of a guy named Chapo, of Jason Hernandez, out of Otay, a city called Otay. You ever heard of the city Otay?
Otay.
I haven't.
San Diego County?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was a member of a gang called Varrio Fallbrook Locos out of Otay, San Diego County, and he became a Mexican Mafia member. He's doing like 31 years now, but he challenged it back in 2019, and then it took 6 years to get to this point where they're like, okay, either reduced restitution, or I guess in some cases you might get little to no restitution.
Right.
I was watching a video of a guy being sentenced to death here in LA, and the judge gave him $7,000 in restitution.
Upon the judgment herein becoming final, you are commanded to carry into effect the judgment of this court within the walls of the state prison at San Quentin on a date to be hereinafter fixed by this court in a warrant of execution, at which time and place you shall then put to death Pedro Espinosa in the manner prescribed by law. The defendant is also ordered to pay to the State Victim Compensation Board reimbursement in the sum of $7,500. The people have submitted paperwork, and the defense is submitting on that. And that is to cover the funeral and the burial expenses of the victim in this case.
But you're telling me you got 7,000.
Yeah.
So is it based on the crime, or how does that go? So how does a guy sentenced to death get the same amount?
Man,
that
he already
you got?
go die. You want some money out of him?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it depends on the crime and stuff. It depends. Like, so we're doing burglaries. So, and like the property damage, you know what I'm saying, breaking windows, breaking into the houses, the safe missing, replacing of the safe, snatching stuff off their walls, you know what I'm saying, placement of the walls, so like that. So that's how I got convicted of 4 of them. So I got convicted of 4 of them. It was a window, a sliding door, busted open. There's a lot of stuff different, you know what I'm saying. It was, I think it was one of their cabinets, like old school, like an antique cabinet, whatever. They said the glass is broken, all that stuff was broken on the stuff. Because when you go and doing burglaries, you just snatching shit up, grabbing things and throwing it, you know what I'm saying, throwing it around.
Yeah, you would think that someone that's convicted of robbery and stealing should have the lowest amount of restitution to pay, because you're out there stealing.
No, because they all the stuff you stole, they want you to pay it back.
But they getting it back. Oh no, they not.
They not.
No, they not. That's at the swap meet. Threw that on the scale already. Yeah, okay.
So now the court has to consider your inability to pay.
Oh, that's a swap meet already.
It's got to
burnt down.
It's got to consider your income. So
Right.
if you claim indigent status, it doesn't go into detail about how much restitution you'll have to pay or how much it's going to be reduced. But in 2026, you wouldn't have got that 7,000.
But some of these crimes, there is no damages. Like if you pound a flock and you kick a door down and you damage the door, you break a window, okay, that's understandable. But
Right.
well, if you just took the screen off, slit the window, it wasn't no damages, you shouldn't be getting hit with no restitution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so but the thing, how I ain't gonna lie, most of our shit because of damage, bro. Because we ain't playing. We just gonna kick the door right in, boom, 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 type stuff. You know, bust the back, the big screen door. We just pop it. All that trying to take it off and all that. We run ramsacking it.
So what do you guys think about this new ruling now about reduced restitution?
I need some money back.
Oh, you want it to go retro for old cases?
Yeah, I need
huh?
my dough.
You want your 7 racks back?
And
huh?
like some of it,
Yeah.
there's 2,500 of it.
Hey, I don't know if there is if that's a possibility. You might want to research
I'm
this
trying to do that. ChatGPT.
and see if you could retroactively
No,
get
for
back
sure.
some
I
of your
need some
money.
of that. I need some of that.
But you was able to pay that off pretty quickly though, huh?
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years.
That's not too bad.
It ain't too bad.
Shout out, what's his name, Chapo?
Yeah, Chapo.
Shout out my brown brother Chapo for standing on business, and you
Right.
changed, you know what I'm saying, change that law for the convicts, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Cause I ain't about to do this 31 years, y'all chopping me for my money
For real.
on everything.
Well-
I wonder how much time he done put in already.
Yeah, he's been down since for almost a decade, I believe.
Okay.
And the case for the 2025 case is People versus Kopp, Kopp, where Chapo's case is mentioned in that one. But this comes from a 2019 case, People versus Duenas. I'm not familiar with the Duenas case. So this is where the ball started to roll in reduced restitution. And it took 6 years to get this final ruling from the 2019 case. Because, you know, sometimes these cases, they'll pass at a lower court.
And then
if it gets to a higher court, it can get thrown out.
Right.
You know? So from 2019 to 2025, I believe this is it. This one, it went to the California Supreme Court. So this is the new ruling, reduced restitution. Because I remember I used to write letters to this dude in jail, and one day I needed him to mail me back all the discovery. I wanted all his discovery, right? So he said, hey, the discovery's heavy. I got stacks of it. It's going to cost me about $100 to mail it. I said, all right, I'll send you $100. But he was like, no. You can't send me $100 because I'm under restitution.
It's $200.
Yeah, I got to send him $200. No, I was for a minute. I'm like, you trying to hustle me, bro? So I did some research, and I was like, oh shoot,
Really like $230.
He really did have this restitution, and they were snatching his money up.
Right.
So at that time I was unfamiliar with that.
Right.
They're taking half your money.
Yeah, I was at first too. My brothers and them was in jail. But when I went to jail, I'm like, yeah, it's over with, bro. It's the restitution. I'm like, yeah, I was just happy that I went to jail with enough little money to knock a chunk out. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, and I don't understand how you get restitution for, I don't know how they calculate it, but when this dude got sentenced to death for a murder, he got 7 bands restitution.
Exactly, man.
And actually, Munchie, when the judge said 7,000 restitution, the defendant leaned over to his attorney, whispered something in his ear. Like, are these people crazy? Like they sending me to the death row, and they still want some money out of me. So he had that look on his face, exactly what you just said.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
But shout out Chapo, bro.
He did it up.
Yeah.